Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be on this fresh, easy to do makeup look, beginner friendly. Don't need a lot of makeup to do this, and especially you don't need to have a lot of skills either. Sometimes you really don't want to wear a lot of makeup, and Instagram will have you believe that wearing makeup, you have to use a lot of products, you need to hide your imperfection, you need to hide your face, you need to hide your soul. But I actually think, makeup should be fun. It doesn't need to be so structured, and, it should enhance what you already have versus hiding your soul, hiding yourself. So this fresh, breathable, easy to do, beginner friendly is what we're going to do today. So if you are interested, then keep on watching. Alright, so as you heard in the intro, today we're doing a very fresh, dewy makeup look, something super simple. You only need about, I think I have 10 products for this look, so very easy to do and very beginner friendly. So without further ado, let's get started. First thing that I want to emphasize is the importance of skincare. You want to make sure that your skin is prepped and ready for makeup, and you should have a good skincare routine to begin with so that your skin is in its best behavior. Especially if you want to wear makeup, I find that makeup just sits very well on well-nourished skin. My skin routine is very heavy on nourishing my skin and also hydrating my skin. So as soon as I'm done my skincare routine, my skin usually feels very nice, very soft, very hydrated. And this makeup look is to make you look very dewy. So if you want to go an extra step and get your skin to be glowy even before you start your makeup routine, I go in with an oil. I know it's a little taboo. We don't like putting oils on our skin, especially if you already have oily skin. But in the winter, I find that my skin actually gets super dry. So using an oil really seals in my skincare and also gives me that glow from within. So I'm not shiny, I'm glowy, if that makes sense. So the oil that I'm using today is by The Ordinary. It's the Rose Hip Oil. You don't need a lot of this at all, just a little dab. Typically I wouldn't apply like this, but I want to be cool on camera. So 3 dots. You don't want the applicator to touch your skin. That's a big no-no. But anyways, we'll rub that in. And I also do my lips, okay? Because no one wants dry, ashy lips. You know what I mean? That's not cool. So now that we have the oil in, I do feel a little shiny, but we're going to fix that with a primer. Priming your face is really important. The primer that I'm using today is the Hydra Booster Primer by Makeup Forever. If you have oily skin, there's a primer for that. If you have dry skin, there's a primer for that. If you want to correct the tone of your skin, there's a primer for that. So primer is very important, and they also make your makeup last longer. So today I'm using the Hydra Booster Primer by Makeup Forever, and this one is going to give me hydration, radiance, and also make my makeup last longer. So you want to prep your skin before you get to applying foundation, because there's nothing worse than having your makeup, done right, you're looking flawless, and then your skin is dry, so it starts flaking off. So I live in Canada and it gets super dry in the winter. This is why I make sure that my skin is very much hydrated and nourished before I wear makeup. And also your makeup just sits so right when your skin feels good and you feel good. So moving on to foundation. Foundation today is also by Makeup Forever. Okay, so we have a few Makeup Forever products, but this video is not sponsored by Makeup Forever, although, it could be. I'm available for sponsorships, Makeup Forever. The foundation we're using today is the Makeup Forever Reboot Foundation. So this foundation is light to medium coverage. It's not going to cover all of your imperfections, but it's going to give you hydration, and it's also meant to correct your skin over time. Only using 2 pumps for now. It's going to reduce the appearance of wrinkles. It's going to help keep your skin hydrated and also illuminate your skin, give you a smoother radiance complexion over time. So this is why I like this foundation. And when I'm going for really light makeup looks like this, like today, you don't want something too heavy, you don't want something too cakey. This foundation is perfect for that. So it gives me the right amount of coverage. I still look like me. I know it's correcting my skin at the same time. So it's really good foundation to have in your back pocket. And also don't forget your neck. Don't forget to blend your foundation you know, all in your ears, in your neck, because it's not cute to have different colors all up in your hairline, all up in your neck, and having your face also being a different color. That is not cool. It's never been cool. So that's just 2 pump of the foundation, and I'm pretty happy with that. It's not giving me full coverage or anything like that, but this is the look that I'm going for. Kind of like me, but just better. Moving on to another Makeup Forever product yet again. This is their concealer. This concealer has medium coverage. It's self-setting, which is pretty interesting, especially if you don't want to use a lot of powder or anything like that. This is perfect for that. So this is obviously a few shades lighter than I am, but I like to highlight a little bit, even though, you know, I'm doing a natural makeup. I like to naturally look like I'm highlighted. So we're going in with this one and a beauty blender, and I'm going to spend some time to make sure that it is nicely blended, because, you know, I'm not wearing a lot of foundation and we don't want to have bam concealer. Like I said, it's a medium coverage. It's going to cover any dark circles or anything like that that I have under my eyes. Not that I have anything, but I do want to have my under eyes snatched. And when I put my concealer on, I like to move my head so that I can see all the different angles to make sure that it is blended and even, because, you know, that's also not cute. You want to make sure that you are blended in every angle. All right, and you know what? We're already halfway done with this look. So now we're moving on to contour. For me, I think contouring is what really brings your makeup to life, give dimension to your face. I'm using an oldie but goodie. This is by e.l.f. It's a contour powder. I've had this for a really long time, I'm not gonna lie. This is the color that I'm gonna be using, obviously, to contour. Not a lot of contouring or anything, but just a little something to bring everything together around my forehead. You know, if you have a big forehead and you want to give the illusion that is not a 5 head, it's a 4 head, then contour. Again, when I contour, I do the same thing. I look in every single direction to make sure that we are blended and blended properly. If you want to, and you want to make your chin look a little slimmer, you can go ahead and also contour your jawline. I don't always do this. I'm kind of just doing this because I'm filming. And just like that, we are contoured. We have a bit more dimension to the face. You can see it right there. You can see it right here as well. Nothing too crazy, but just to bring everything together. Make me look a little bit more snatched. We're going natural, but we also want to low-key be snatched. Now I'm going to set everything. You want to make sure that you set your makeup so it's not moving around, especially your concealer. Even though it's a self-setting concealer, I don't really buy that. I still want to make sure that I am set properly, and especially because I'm oily. As much as I want to have a nice dewy look, if I leave it like this, I will be extremely oily within a few hours, so that's not gonna work for me. I'm going in with the Laura Mercier powder. This is the simple size. I got it from Sephora, honestly, almost a year ago, and I still have a lot of powder in there. So you don't have to get the full thing if you're not wearing a ton of makeup all the time. You can literally get away with the simple size or the smaller size. Again, with the beauty blender, I am just going to set my under eyes. I'm also doing my chin a little bit, as well as my forehead. This is where I get the most oily, so I really want to make sure I'm pressing the powder there. And mind you, the contour that we use is powder, so the outside of my face, I feel like it's kind of already set by using the contour. All right, perfect. I am going to leave it like this. We're going to move on to the eyes as well as our cheeks. I'm going to use a contour blush for both. Yes, we are going to be extremely efficient. This one's from Black Radiance, and it's such a beautiful color. Very, very pigmented. The color is Brick House. Very, very nice color. So I'm going to use a fluffy brush. This is a blending brush from MAC. And you know what? Just go right in. I'm gonna put it all over my eyelids, but focusing mainly on the outer lid. This is where I want the color to really go. So I'm starting right here in circular motion and then blending it in. And to be honest, I'm gonna go all over the lid, just a little bit at a time. A minimal amount of deposit on the lid and then just most of it in the outer corners. This is a super easy look. You can do this, I swear, in less than 10 minutes, especially if you have a Zoom call coming and you're looking a mess. This is the look for you if you really care. As you can tell, I went the extreme lazy route. Didn't even do my hair today. This is the same makeup that I did in my Happy New Year video. A lot of you guys loved it and wanted a tutorial. This is why I decided to make this video. All right, so now that we have this minimal amount of deposit, I'm also going to drag it right under my eyes. Not a lot, but just to really snatch everything. So of course you can add more color if you want to, but I am going to stop here. Keep it simple. I'm gonna keep using the same blush, just a different brush. This is a blush brush. This color is pigmented, so you don't want to use too much. Just dab, dab, and then blend. Just to give a little bit more color to the face. I don't use a lot of blush typically, but for this look, I'm using just a little bit because it's going to say that we tried, although we did not really try. Good. I did not contour my nose. If you notice, you can do that if you want to. Kind of don't want to, but you know what? I think I will. We'll contour the nose. So using the same contour, we're just going to go in just a little bit, just to give a little bit more dimension. This is the area I really want to focus. So a little trick, if you don't actually want to contour your nose, but you want to still get the snatchery from contouring, then you can just contour this area. You don't have to drag it all the way, although I am. If you just do the top here, you'll get a lot of like, oh, I'll really bring everything together. We're done with the eyes, so we're gonna go with mascara. The mascara of choice today is this Bold and Sexy mascara, also by Black Radiance. So we're just gonna go in with that. Just a little bit of mascara. You can do top or bottom if you want. I am going to do a little bit at the bottom, nothing crazy. All right, if you remember, we didn't really take away most of the powder that we added, so I'm going to do that now just to really blend everything, especially with the blush that we added. You know, blend everything in the face, the powder, the blush, everything. We're just going to make sure we're all blended. So I didn't do my brows for this look because I already have my brows tattooed on. I have on powder brows. It's a microblading technique where they fill in your brows. So I don't have to do anything to them because this look is so simple, so easy. If you don't have your brows done, then you may want to go and do that. For this look, I'm using eyeliner. Although in my last video, I did not use eyeliner, but I am going to do that this time around. So let me do that now. The eyeliner that I'm using is by L'Oreal. It's their super slim eyeliner. It's not my favorite eyeliner. I am going to be honest. I'm kind of just using it up. I just find that the color payout is not as bold as I would like it to be. I should have done this before I did my mascara, but whatever. Nothing crazy, just like a little tiny wing. I definitely should have done this before I did my mascara. I wasn't planning on doing the liner, but then I'm getting all into this video. All right, so we made it. And we did not ruin our makeup in the process, so excellent. Excellent work, Jen. The last thing that is left to do is to highlight. I always have a lot of issues opening this. The last thing that's left to do is to highlight. So I am using MAC's Global Glow to highlight. It's one of my favorite subtle highlighters. It's not too bright. It's very finely milled, so it sits exactly where you want it to go. So I'm going to do the tip of the nose, not so much the bridge of my nose, but just right here, right around here. And I also like to highlight just the brow bone right up here. We're just gonna add a little pop of highlighter, going to make us look like we tried. But I mean, I guess we tried a little, right? All that's left is your lips, so now you can leave them au natural if you wanted to, but I'm going with Fenty. This is hot chocolate, so that's going to give us the smallest color deposit. Will look good. right? So to finish the look, we'll go in with Makeup Forever's Light Velvet Makeup Spray. So the reason why I'm using this is because I do have oily skin, so as much as I want to go for a dewy look, if I'm not careful, I can get very oily quickly, and this is going to keep my skin in check. So it mattifies the skin. It has aloe vera that's going to help with hydration as well, and will like blur imperfection in my skin. So there we are. This is a nice little glowy, very fresh, easy makeup look. You don't need a ton of products. You don't need a lot of heavy products. It doesn't feel like I'm wearing makeup at all. You don't need a lot of skills. Anybody can do this, and you can do this honestly in like 10 minutes or less. It took me about half an hour to film this video, and you know, that's with me talking and showing you the products, etc. So you can do this in 10 minutes for sure. All the products that I use will be linked down below, so do take a look at the description box if you're looking for a specific product. It will be there. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up on your way out, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!